What sort of conscious things do you do to stay on top of developments in coaching and in sport in general? I mean, I'm assuming you're at the stage now where you're not collecting drills, you're not collecting training techniques and things like that. It's a more higher level sort of thinking that's going on at this stage.
The thing that ultimately has always driven me is, or the two things, is to understand things better. I want to understand what really happens, and the second one is to always be better. That it starts from maybe the background idea is that the best way to do anything hasn't been invented yet, hasn't been discovered yet, and this is the beginning point of this is my stepping off point, I guess. That we haven't reached the best way to do things yet, and so that means continually searching, continually looking, trying to understand things in a better way, and this is. I had some conversations about use of statistics, that I'm a statistics guy, and my response to that is I'm actually not a statistics guy. I don't use statistics to make decisions, for example, but I'm always looking at them and I'm wanting to use them to try and understand better the things, what actually happened. What actually happened during the game? What are our biases? Did it really happen like we think that it happened? And what I find more and more, of course, is that what actually happened is much different from what people think happened. The perception that people happen, the confirmation biases, all of these kinds of things, and if to continue to improve and continue to push volleyball, or just at a personal level to try and to be the hideous cliche coming up, to try and be the best you can be, you have to keep challenging these ideas and to keep really trying to understand what really happened. And one project I've had this season is to try and understand the value of middle blockers, because the statistics for middle blockers or for all blockers are just hopeless, and I would even go as far as to say they're idiotic. The idea of blocks per set somehow being able quantifying the value of a middle blocker, like I said, I think is close enough to being idiotic, and so I've tried to look at ways to find out how does a middle blocker impact the game in his decision making, in his technique, and what happens behind him in things like that, and it comes up with a bunch of interesting more questions really than anything else.